Does the Bible contradict what science says? Welcome to the Science Behind the Bible podcast, where we dive into the science behind the Bible to prove how science and the Bible go hand in hand. A lot of people believe that the Bible contradicts what science says. Many times they will read the first two verses of the Bible and use that to justify how the Bible contradicts what science actually tells us. But what if the Bible doesn't contradict what science says at all? What if the scientific facts that are widely known and accepted by scientists today are actually facts that the Bible states? The Bible says that in the beginning, the earth did not have any form. It was formless and empty. In the beginning, God created the sky and the earth. The earth was empty and had no form. Darkness covered the ocean, and God's Spirit was moving over the water. This is from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 2. Now, many people like to use the second part of this verse to prove how the Bible contradicts science, but they fail to acknowledge the first part of the verse, where it states that the earth was empty and had no form. According to Nat Geo, at its beginning, Earth was unrecognizable from its modern form. It was extremely hot to a point that it likely consisted almost entirely of molten magma. Now, this fact is one that is actually mentioned right at the beginning of the Bible. Now, another scientific fact that many people believe that the Bible contradicts is the Big Bang Theory. This idea of the Big Bang Theory first appeared in a paper written by Georges Lemaitre, a Belgian cosmologist and Catholic priest, in 1931. This theory states that the universe first started off with an infinitely hot and dense single point that inflated and stretched. Now, the Bible doesn't contradict this theory, it actually supports it. The Bible says in Job chapter 36, verse 7, He spreads out the northern skies over empty space. According to the Big Bang Theory, the universe first started with a single point that stretched. This is exactly what the Bible says in the book of Job when he says God spreads out the northern sky over empty spaces. So it could be concluded that most likely the Big Bang Theory is mentioned in the Bible. So does the Bible actually contradict what science says? The answer to that question is no. Instead of contradicting it, the Bible goes hand in hand with what science says. If you find this episode interesting, feel free to share it with a friend and surprise them on what the Bible says. Have a blessed day, everyone.